What's going on, guys? It's Cabalord, and we're ready to start off the new year with another deck profile. And this time I'm bringing you another one of my favorite archetypes, Invoked. I've decided to go for the Mech Invoked build as it's the easiest to play and the most budget friendly. We obviously have the Eldritch Invoked, we've got Dogmatica Invoked, which are the top tier decks. So Mech Invoked still manages to put up a fight. More budget friendly obviously than Dogmatica and Eldritch. You can also play Hand Trap Invoked, which is basically the pure Invoked version. So I hope you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for all the support. Here we go. So let's get started. Mekk-Knight Invoked, January 2021. So, of course, we're playing 3 Alistair. Either play this OG one or play the new Mago one, which has a really nice artwork, but unfortunately I don't have it yet. So 3 Alistair the Invoker. Mekk-Knight lineup, we're playing 3 purple. Possibly the most important Mekk-Knight, as he's the biggest speeder. Level 8, so you can try and hard summon some Xyz, but I mean, he's basically your search to other Mekk-Knights by banishing him. As I said, he's a big beater, so 3 purple. We're playing just the 1 indigo. Lets you move them from columns or move other Mekk-Knights and then special summon in those columns that he was already in. We're playing 1 yellow star. You can either play this or red star, or red moon, I believe his name is. I prefer this one because he just pops back row, and to be honest, it's a back row format. So yellow, 1 indigo. The second important Mekk-Knight we're playing is Blue Sky. You basically special summon him and you get to search Mekk-Knights up to the number of your opponent's cards in the column, so he's your second search card, so definitely a 3 as well. That's it for the Mekk-Knights. I've seen other people play a bigger engine, but I mean, I've dropped Pot of Desires in this build, so I don't want to make it like too Mekk-Knight bricky. So that's it for the Mekk-Knights. For our Kaijus, we're playing 2 Sea Turtle, as standard in all my builds. We're playing the 1 Pancatrops. Again, this is a going second build, so your opponent's definitely going to control more monsters than you. Special summon him, pop a card, or just use him on the field as a body. For our hand traps, we're obviously playing the Showstopper, 3 Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring. Can stop any combo in this format. I mean, she's just a GOAT hand trap. It can also stop a Red Ice Fusion, so she's really good for that. So 3 Ash Blossom. We're playing the new GOAT of this format, 2 Skullmeister. I always saw potential in this card, and now everybody's playing it. Basically, shuts down any graveyard effect. Even if they've paid the cost, Skullmeister still triggers, because the effect has to be activated in grave. So if they've banished for cost or something like that, he can still trigger. So 2 Skullmeisters. You can bump him up to 3. You can always just switch around whatever hand traps like work out better for you, but I'm playing it at 2. So 2 Skullmeisters. You can play 3, as I said. We're obviously playing the Dragoon package. So 1 Dark Magician, 1 Red Ice, 1 Red Ice Fusion, and yes, we're playing the Anaconda in the extra decks to access your Red Ice Fusion as well. The reason I dropped Pot of Desires is because you would either banish Red Ice Fusion or you'd banish Red Ice or Dark Magician, and then it just basically makes the remainder 2 cards just dead cards. So that's it for monsters. That was our first spell. For invoked spells now, we're playing the 3 Magical Meltdown. Searches our Alistair, prevents our fusions from being negated. So 3 Meltdown. You're very likely to hard draw invoked cards in this deck, because you're playing 3 Magical Meltdown, 3 Alistairs, 3 Invocations. So an Alistair always gets ashed, so it's good that we're playing 3 Invocation. I've seen a lot of people play 2, but that's like based on choice. You can also fit in Pot of Desires if you're playing 3 ofs. Just makes it easier, but as I said, you can banish your Dragoon package, so it's kind of risky. We're playing 3 Book of Moon, which is surprisingly seeing a lot of play recently, but you can basically stop Zodiac from going into Xyz, or just flipping any monster face down to prevent them from going into Lynx or anything else. People are also playing Book of Eclipse, I believe, but That flips all of your opponent's monsters face down, but at the end of the turn, they draw a card per monster that you flipped face down. So that is kind of risky because it's hard. I mean, it's possible to OTK with this deck, but if you don't manage to, if you can just bring out a Mechaba on the field, like, your opponent's going to be drawing 3-4 cards, which is obviously not good. So Book of Moon, target whatever is the most problematic monster he has, sorry. So 3 Book of Moon. For our back row hate, we're playing 2 Cosmic Cyclone. We're playing the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, just very standard, the Duster. Our search card, we're playing the 1 Terraforming, pretty standard, to search Magical Meltdown. More draw power, we're playing the 1 Upstart Goblin. We're playing the 1 Mind Control, which is just a goat in this deck. Just lets you take control of your opponent's monster, link it off. And for our only trap in the deck, we're playing 3 Infinite Impermanence. Just, I mean, it's just a standard in every single deck. Infinite Impermanence, possibly the best trap card to have ever been released in Yu-Gi-Oh! So 3 Infinite Imperm. That's it for the main deck. It's a 40 card deck, guys. And yeah, if you don't have, I'll just point this out quickly. If you don't have the Dragoon package, obviously, Red Ice Fusion has a common print, but I know Dragoon is a bit pricey. He's sitting at $50, I believe. I'm not so sure. We don't know if he's going to get hit in a future ban list, in a near future ban list. But if you don't have the Dragoon package, obviously Dragoon, pretty much, which is the money card, you can easily replace it with the Neos package. So Rainbow Neos, Elemental Hero, Rainbow Dragon, or Dark Rainbow Dragon, and then just the Neos Fusion. This got a reprint in the Mega Tins. You can get those very cheaply. And Rainbow Neos is, I believe, around $10-15, so a lot more accessible than Dragoon. So yeah, definitely not budget. So you already know. That's it for the main deck, guys. Let's go on to the extra deck. Time for the extra deck. We're playing, you guys already know, pretty like standard cards from this. 1 Al Mirage, and then we're playing the rarity bump that we got in Battles of Legends, Secure Gardener. So this is basically your 1 card Mechaba, normal summon Alistair. Normal summon Alistair, link into Al Mirage, link Al Mirage into Secure Gardener, and then just fusion for Mechaba. So 1 Al Mirage, 1 Secure Gardener. This card is obviously, I don't have it yet. It's Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden. So she's basically another 1 card Mechaba. You have to use a Spellcaster to link into her. She's link 1. So again, normal Alistair, go into Artemis, and then just fusion into Mechaba. So 1 Artemis, 1 Al Mirage, 1 Secure Gardener. We're playing the Predaplant, obviously, for the Red Ice Fusion to go into Dragoon. We're playing the 1 Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, which just got a reprint in Genesis Impactors as an Ultra and as a Collector's Rare. So I know this was a money card a couple of months ago, but obviously because of the reprint, you can now get it for like less than $5. So even the Collector's Rare is very accessible. So 1 Invoker of Madness, staple, 1 Phoenix, Boral Sword. People are playing Axis Code, but I think Boral Sword's just an easier boss monster to bring on the board. You will eventually be able to link into him and then just OTK, but it all depends on your hand and on how many Mekk-Knights you can bring on the board, but most likely you will be able to summon him. So 1 Boral Sword. We're playing obviously the 1 Dragoon in the deck. I wouldn't really consider playing 2 or even like investing in getting 2 because we don't know if he's going to get hit, and he's $50 a pop. So I don't know, it's up to you basically, but just at 1, I think he's just good at 1 in every deck. Our Invoked Fusions, we're playing the 1 Caliga for our Dark Fusion. So obviously if they've got Dragoon Engrave, which is a Dark, just banish their Dragoon. People are now playing the Wyvern package, which they send them to the grave, and then basically they access Red Eyes Fusion, blah blah blah. And then Wyvern in grave is basically a free Red Eyes Dragoon Reborn. So if you can go into Caliga to banish them, if they're only playing one, you can go into him, banish Dragoon, and then just get rid of it, prevent them from reborning it. So one Caliga, keep moving these field centers, man. The one Purgatrio, the one Agudeus, I still can't pronounce him. So Purgatrio basically ends games because he gets 200 for every card your opponent controls, one fusion monster plus Alistair the Invoker. So again, you can banish Dragoon to fusion summon into him, your opponent's Dragoon obviously, or yours, to prevent them from reborning it. You can also use the Book of Moon combo with Purgatrio. Basically flip something face down, and then Purgatrio, when he attacks a defense position monster, he inflicts piercing damage. So definitely a little fun combo there. We're playing the one Mage, just because we've got Pangatrops in the deck, so make him useful, make him a little more useful as fusion. So one Mage, and he's also a big beater. So if they've got Dragoon on the board, basically Mage plus Alistair in hand, you can beat over Dragoon if you don't have any of your Kaijus. And the most important fusion in the Invoked deck is Invoked Mechaba. So basically he's a negate for anything as long as you control, you have the same in your hand. So if they activate a spell, discard a spell, monster, discard a monster, trap, discard a trap, and then he pretty much negates anything. So yep, that's it for the extra deck. I'm not showing side deck because I told you guys it just makes the video go on forever, and the format's just always changing, so it's just really hard trying to come up with a side deck to show you guys. So yeah, just like some quick easy combos, you obviously normal summon Alistair, then you search the invocation, and then Alistair you can either link into the new Artemis card, or you can link into Almirage and then link off Almirage into Secure Gardener. Basically then invocation, take the Secure Gardener, banish your Alistair, and then you get like a Mechaba on the board. That's one, the one card Mechaba as people call it. Or basically link off Alistair into Artemis and then invocation and then Mechaba. Again, you basically want to end on Mechaba. And remember that he negates Nibiru, so try and bring him out before you start spamming all your Mekk-Knights. Another combo as well is, obviously, you're always going to have Alistair on the field, come on. So your Alistair, and then let's say you've got a Mekk-Knight on board, or you've got two Mekk-Knights on board. All right, let's just have two Mekk-Knights. So you've got two Mekk-Knights on board, and then you are going to want to, if you want to go into your Dragoon, you've got two monsters on the board. You're going to go Anaconda, because it requires just two effect monsters to link into it. Pay 2,000, send Red Eyes Fusion to grave. Where is it? Sorry guys, I'm looking for it and I cannot find it. I've misplaced it. Oh, here it is. All right, so you want to send your Red Eyes Fusion and then copies the effect, and then you discard Red Eyes and you discard your Dark Magician, and then that's basically your Dragoon. When you use Red Eyes Fusion though, you can't special summon anything else, so you either build your board with Mechaba, with Mekk-Knights, with Invoked Fusions, or you go into Dragoon, which honestly I recommend try and go into Dragoon as soon as possible, because basically you can just sit on Dragoon and win the duel. So that is it for the deck profile, guys. Just a quick one to start off the year. I hope you guys liked it. As always, I'm open to suggestions, to comments. Let me know if I explained something wrong or how I can improve this deck. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Make sure you check out my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, my TikTok. I'm basically on every single social media platform. So thank you all for the support. Kabalord out.